This is the before shot. How long have you had trouble with your skin?
It's been 20 years. It started when I was 11 years old, and it got progressively worse up until even today.
Okay. What have you tried to fight this battle?
I've tried everything from, I don't know if you remember, but there's an old product called Dr. Oliver's. I started with that, and I went through prescription drugs, Retin-A, Neutrogena. I even tried home remedies. I've tried so many things. I think I know all the options that are out there, including Proactive.
Okay. And you had tried oral antibiotics from the doctors too?
Yes, I did. I tried that too.
Okay. In 20 years, with all these treatments, have you ever had a clear month?
I've never ever had a clear month.
Have you ever had a clear week, completely clear?
I've had one, and that was only very recently, about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, but that was the very first time, and it hasn't happened since.
Got it. How does your acne make you feel?
It makes me feel terrible. I don't like to socialize much.
Directly as a result of the acne?
Right.
Otherwise you feel like you're a social person?
Yeah.
Alright. This is day 1. We'll be following up every week. Let's get a quick scan of the other side.
Okay.
Okay. Getting in real close. You see a lot of activity. Come back the other way. Back the other way. Alright. This is day 1. This is week 3. How's your skin feeling?
It feels better. It feels calm. And I get way less bumps than I was getting before. And it's definitely less oily than it was.
Alright, cool. This is week 3. Let's take a close in look. Okay. And we will follow up. This is week 6. How's your skin feeling?
Oh, it feels wonderful. It's so smooth. I try not to touch it, but I can't help it.
When's the last time you had skin this nice?
I can't remember, to be honest. I cannot remember.
Wow. Let's take a look around. Are you getting any new ones?
No, I'm not.
Do you feel less oily and greasy?
Definitely.
Beautiful. Take a close one. Are the dark marks getting less dark?
Yes, they are. They're fading.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's swing the other side. Let's just take a look at everything. Dark marks. Swing back. Alright. This is our 4th visit. About 7 weeks in. How are you feeling with your skin?
I feel so much more confident. It's very smooth, no new bumps. I'm very happy.
Nice. How's the oil?
Oil is fine. It's under control. I used to have to go to the bathroom constantly to wipe my face, and that has not happened.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you glad we're not taking oral medications for this program?
Yes, I am.
Alright, let's swing around a little. Look here. Got a lot of dark marks we need to wait to fade. And come back straight. Take a look. Some stuff remaining on the forehead, mostly old. And we will follow up, okay? How's your skin feeling?
It feels wonderful. It's very, very soft. And I'm happy.
Nice. Everything we see on your face, is it just old stuff and dark marks?
Yes, that's all it is.
When's the last time you had a new bump?
Gosh, not in a while. I'd say maybe 3 weeks ago, and it was a really small one.
When we first met,
Yeah.
you said you had acne for 20 years and you never had clearance for several weeks.
Yeah.
Is this the first time you've been bump-free for weeks?
Yes, I've been bump-free for almost 4 weeks now.
And that's the first time in 20 years?
That's the first time in 20 years, yeah.
That seems significant. And your list of
Very.
stuff you try, I'll read it off. You can read it off real quick. Yeah, read that off. Yeah.
Okay, I tried... Where is it? Okay. Oh, Retin-A, azelaic acid, Proactive. Dr. Oliver's was the very first one way back. A whole lot of oral medication, just a whole lot of other things like that. I can't read what it says.
That's my handwriting. Neutrogena facial.
Oh, Neutrogena. Neutrogena was the biggest one that I used. Because they had, they have these pretty packages with the cleanser, the toner, the moisturizer, and so on. And that's what I used continuously for the most part. And they kept coming back. So
take a real close look in here. I want to show people what inactivated skin looks like that has dark marks from prior acne but has zero new juice. This even something that's three-dimensional, you could see that that's old with that darkened area around it. What would you tell someone? I have a lot of people see my videos and they email me and they say, they either don't think it's real or they think that their case is worse than yours.
Right.
What would you say to someone who thinks they have a worse case than you?
I think you always think you have the worst case, and I certainly feel like I had the very worst case. It affected my whole self-esteem. I think the thing is to just try it. Just try it. What brought me to you, Dr. Schwartz, is your 99% success rate, which I saw in an ad in your newspaper. That's what actually drew me here, and I believe it's actually 100% success rate. So that in itself is what brought me here. And if you get a success rate like that, then I mean, why would you doubt it?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to bring you back in about a month or two and see what this looks like with no new ones and continuing dark marks fading.
Okay.
All right, good. Here's a couple weeks after we finish the program. Are you breaking out still after the program?
No, I'm not.
How do you feel about your skin in general?
I feel so great. It feels so soft. I'm always touching it. No bumps. It really is a miracle. I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but I really feel very happy about it.
Nice. Even though everyone knows there's no cure for acne and it's a chronic condition, do you feel that you are, quote, cured?
Yes, I do. I think what I really feel is that I have control over my skin. I feel if I do feel like I'm getting a little bit oily, I know exactly what to do. I know exactly what to do to prevent breakouts from coming. And as a result, my skin just remains smooth the whole time. Even during my monthly cycle, when my face gets even more oily, I know exactly what to do. So that has really helped.
Yeah, people bring up the idea of hormonal acne all the time, and then they think that it's inevitable that they'll break out during their periods.
Yeah.
But your experience is that you're not even breaking out with periods.
I'm not, and I always broke out, especially during that time, and that was the worst time for me. Just as I thought it was under control, I would break out again.
Do you think the term hormonal acne almost lets people live with acne every month, and a monthly cycle almost propagates that problem?
Yes, because I've been to dermatologists who've told me that there's nothing they can do about my skin, and so I had more or less given up until a friend of mine told me to do something about it, and so I started again. But I had quite literally given up and assumed, it was hormonal.
Got it. All right, let's get a close-in look. This is what inactive skin looks like. Any dark marks here from inflammations from weeks and months ago that are just still fading. And this is completely inactive. Since you can't really go up to someone on the street with acne because they might be under treatment and you don't want to bug them, if you pretend like you were meeting someone right now with acne and you could talk to them directly, what would you tell them about either stepping up and joining the real program or finding more help as far as optimistically? What would you tell them?
Well, I know for me, if someone were to have ever come up to me and brought up the issue, it was something that made me very, very uncomfortable and something that made me feel very, very self-conscious. But I think the thing to do is just to listen, because people don't mean, they don't mean to be cruel or anything. They're just trying to look out for you. So I would say, just listen to what whoever it is saying to you, and just try it.
Cool. All right. Are you glad we didn't use oral medications in this particular program?
Oh, very glad.
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
Very glad.
We'll follow up in about 2 months, make these dark marks go all the way down, and I'm glad you're doing well.